Hello and welcome back to the Maccadam's Comlink. I'm Oshi,
I'm sorry.
and today it is our 10th episode. We are recording season 1, episode 10. Hooray!
Yippee.
We made it, and I'm still using the same document for my notes.
I told you to get a new one. I told you.
It's 72 pages.
Yeah, that's why you get a new one, dummy.
Man, it's okay. The episode is called Deus Ex Machina, which aired March 11th, 2011, with a rating of 7.2 out of 10. I personally think this should be higher because Knockout and Breakdown.
It should
That's it.
definitely be
That's the only
higher.
reason.
I mean, yeah, hot robots. Hot
It's Knockout
gay
and Break
robots.
Hot Gay Robots.
It immediately should make the rating 17.5.
Exactly. Exactly. The description says the Autobots locate an ancient energon harvester in Greece, left there by their very ancestors. That's weird. But so do the Decepticons, who, with the help of Knockout and Breakdown, manage to steal the device. Meanwhile, Miko has to learn a lesson about the importance of school.
Poor Miko.
I guess she has learned a lesson?
School's lame. I feel like she hasn't,
Maybe, yeah.
considering at the end of the episode, she was like, I'm gonna do my project on what was it called? Robots or something? Autobots and how they interacted with the ancient
Ancient
Greeks or whatever.
civilizations. Yeah.
Like, babe, you can't do that for a
Miko,
history
no.
report. Not
No.
gonna go very well with your teachers.
No. No. It might go well for a creative writing assignment. That would
Yeah,
go really good for a creative writing assignment, actually.
it would. But not for a history report.
No. Shocker, when we start out, Miko is in detention.
Yeah. When is she not?
Who knows, honestly. Uh, and you can hear Bulkhead pull up to the sidewalk because you can hear the music from inside the car all the way inside the classroom.
Note, both the classroom window and the car window are closed.
Bulkhead needs to chill out.
How loud
Yeah.
did that music have to be? He does. He really, really does.
We see with Bulkhead, he's scatting, rapping, I don't know what you call it, but like yelling essentially along with the music.
I think he's just yelling. I don't think there's a fancy word for that.
Just yelling. That's fair. And then Miko suddenly appears out of nowhere and starts singing as well. Bulkhead's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't you have a history report to do?"
So why are you not in detention?
Did detention end early? And she said, "Did for me."
Babe,
Miko,
that's not gonna
no.
go well. Like, skipping detention is just gonna give you more detention.
Right.
I don't think she has that much brain power, to be honest.
No. And when the teacher, comes running after her, she's like, "Oh my gosh, my teacher doesn't look happy." Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh shit, babe, you just, cut detention. Also, why is the teacher like, I don't know, that was gonna be a dumb question, but why not like call her house parents
Really?
when, she leaves?
Because
That would make sense.
so they just drive away because obviously she can't see that no one's driving the car.
Right.
And if they call her host parents, they could literally just say, "Hey, it looks like your daughter just ran away with some random car."
Right. Like, hey, why'd you just take your daughter out of detention? Is there a reason for this? And then they'd be like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck did you let take my child?
Yeah, really. Lawsuit waiting to happen on that one.
Oh, honestly. Also, Bulkhead just has a weird gear shift. It's like a handle.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, to be honest. And I probably should have, because what the fuck?
It's like a switch. It's so weird. It's a literal handle.
I mean, my mom has like a dial in her truck that I hate, but handle doesn't make any sense.
My next note just says
Huh?
cactus.
Cactus?
Cactus.
Okay. I mean, sure.
There was a cactus. I wrote down cactus.
I believe you. I don't specifically remember the cactus, but I believe you.
But while they're driving back to base, Bulkhead scolds Miko, saying, I'm supposed to be your guardian, not your getaway car. What about your parents? They live in another country, Bulkhead.
Live in
Duh.
Tokyo? The way she said it was so funny to me. It
Yeah.
was like, "Are you stupid? They don't live here."
And then goes on to say, Don't worry about my host parents. I think I scare them.
Like, babe, that's not a good thing. I mean, to her it is, but, like, I feel like that's not really what you want to do to your host parents,
Probably not.
or how you want your host I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I have never had host parents.
No, probably not.
No, probably not. Like, that could cause some complications.
I don't think you want your host parents to fear you. He then says, if you fail high school, you can't go to college. But Bulkhead can't remember the word for college. And so we get an accurate depiction of someone learning a new language. He
Yes.
goes, keys, kaj, what's the word again?
College?
Miko tells Bulkhead that you sound like my parents. It's like, but they speak Japanese.
Different language, same words. Also, if Miko learned
Same
Japanese and,
words.
like, English is her second language, why does she not have an accent? Or maybe I just can't hear it and I'm dumb. I feel like she doesn't have that much of an accent.
It's like a minor one. It's like very minor. I'm wondering if it's just like she studies English in Japan because that's a common
Yeah, that's probably
study
true.
subject in other countries. Let me see. Oh yeah, they start learning as early as 3rd grade apparently. So
Wow.
a lot of Japanese students want to learn English. Okay. Until they actually start learning it and figure out that it sucks.
Yeah, English is the absolute worst.
Here are the rules. Now we have a million reasons why all of them could be broken.
Yeah. And are broken constantly, all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
this word that means this thing is this exact same as this word, which means this totally different thing. But don't get it wrong, because if you
Yep.
get it wrong, you'll say something really stupid and inappropriate that you shouldn't say.
Absolutely. They'll tell you what, the I before E rule shouldn't even exist because it's not even real.
Oh, yeah, it's dumb.
Ugh. But anyways, when Bulkhead mentions, I'm supposed to make sure you go to school, not jail. Jack is incredibly interested in whatever Miko did. And it's such a sibling thing of
Ooh,
like,
what did you
ooh, you
do?
got in
Yeah,
trouble.
I love their relationship so much,
Yeah.
actually.
It's so funny.
It really is.
They actually, act like teenagers and even though they're being forced to participate in a war.
Yes. Bulkhead's assumption that not going to college immediately means you end up in jail is so funny to me. Like, there are other options, buddy. It's not one or the other. You can do both, or you can do neither.
I can do both.
Yes.
It's funny. He kneels down for what I call the uncle talk of I worked in construction. I can build stuff, I can break stuff. That's it.
Miko, I like
See
breaking
how far
stuff.
I got without an education? Yeah.
I mean, without construction, we wouldn't have, anyone to build anything. So I love construction
Right.
workers. They're awesome. I mostly
Love
say
my
that
dad.
because of your dad. Because I don't know any other construction workers. Also, I was terrified of your dad as a child, but honestly, I think he's
People
just
think
a
he's
guy.
terrifying because he doesn't like talking to people. He's introverted and he hates talking to people.
Yeah, I always thought he hated me personally, and it was scary for little me.
I mean, people in high school still thought that, so don't worry about it. I had high school friends who were still like, "Your dad is scary."
If I'd interacted with your dad when we were in high school, I would have thought that too.
Yeah, like you were saying, Miko's like, "I love breaking stuff. I wanna be just like you, Bulk." And that's cute. I find that really cute.
That is cute. Miko would love being a construction worker.
Oh, yeah.
She'd have a great time.
Also, she could specialize
I
demolition.
feel like she'd dress up. Yeah, really. Just, like, blow shit up all the time. That's not how that works, but
I mean, that's what you do in the quarry. She could work in a quarry.
I feel like she'd get bored. I guess maybe not if she's blowing things up
True.
and operating heavy machinery. I feel like she'd
I
enjoy
mean,
that.
yeah.
Or just give her a fire axe and let her go to town.
Future Miko, but she works in a quarry.
That would be so funny.
I love that. It matches.
It really does.
But Bulkhead says, "Why not be a medic like Ratchet?" And Miko's just like, "I can give you any number of reasons why I would not want to do that."
If Miko was a medic, she'd kill people instead of she'd be like, she'd be like Knockout, medic that fights people
Yeah, but I
instead.
mean, at least Knockout still does his job.
Yeah, that's true.
Ratchet interrupts this fun discussion by mentioning that he has detected an energon signature in Greece. And when he said Greece, I heard like sparkle emojis around the word Greece. I know that's weird, but that's he's the way he said it.
No, no, I feel that. I get that also.
He says it's an ancient city, very historic. And Bulkhead hears this like historic city field trip, and I just heard Miss Frizzle like seat belts, everyone.
Yes. Also, why the fuck did they have seatbelts on that bus? Buses don't have seatbelts.
Only the front seats have seat belts.
Yeah, like, why did they get
Did
I don't
buses
know.
used to have seat belts?
Maybe? I feel like they
Hang on,
didn't.
let me see. Apparently, some of them used to have seat belts, I guess?
Weird, but okay,
I don't know. It's weird because cars used to not have seat belts at all, so
right?
don't know what that makes sense, but whatever.
I mean, you gotta protect the kids.
Gotta protect the kids, even though you're in one of the safest vehicles on the road.
Oh, shit.
Alright, but now we switch to the Nemesis, and here comes the introduction of Knockout.
I love him, he's hot,
I'm going to be
he's hot,
saying
and
I'm going to be saying a lot of these lines straight from the episode because they're too funny not to.
you have to. You have to do it.
We start out with, "It's about time, Knockout. I do not enjoy being kept waiting." This Knockout walks in. It just says, "It was a long drive, Starscream. I'm still picking bugs out of my grill," and flicks away a bug in the in the zestiest way possible.
I mean, he's married. He's married to another man, so
He is married.
he's allowed to be a little
He is
bit
married.
zesty.
He is. He absolutely is. To which Starscream responds, "You're one of those." The
Like,
fuck does that mean? One of my notes just says gay
right?
on gay crime.
I mean, yeah,
Rude.
that's what that is.
So funny. He explains, "I don't know why you would be a car when you could fly." Knockout's just like, "I like the way I look."
Right, like, the absolute honestly, I think Knockout out divas Starscream. Like,
Yes.
the confidence radiating off that man,
Immeasurable.
hot, hot.
So they're walking towards the laboratory, and Knockout's like, "So Megatron needs medical help?" You could say that. Well, meanwhile, Dude is literally on life support.
His heart is literally he does it's just he's got a giant hole in his chest,
He has a
like,
giant hole in his chest.
I don't think any medic could save him. I think he's done for.
You would think I'm gonna s I'm gonna send a
Oh,
photo, hang on.
does that mean knockout fixes him?
Yes and no. Back with Bulkhead, Miko actually has permission to come along on the mission this time. For once.
Yeah. And she should not have gone. They immediately get attacked.
Yeah. She asks, "What are we doing?" He says, "I'm scouting. You're researching." Question: how does one research on site? Like,
Yeah,
what is she researching?
the architecture maybe?
I guess?
Maybe? I
I doubt Miko knows what type of columns she's surrounded
I
by.
I don't.
I do because I had to
I
learn that in humanities, but
I
like
knew that you would know, but I don't know.
humanities.
I would not know.
She basically says, "You tricked me? How could you?
Thought we were friends.
Like, you're not doing your homework. I have to do
Yeah, no shit.
something." We were brothers, you and I.
Oh, we're not well in the head.
No.
That's okay.
Bulkhead sees there's an excavation site. And he's like, "Oh, I know construction." Bulkhead, buddy, I don't think you need to know construction to know what that is.
Yeah, like
Maybe I'm a nerd, but like,
no, I could tell, and my father is not a construction worker, and I don't do a whole lot with my life, so I feel like anybody could tell.
hopefully. But imagine you're an archaeologist and you're digging. And
Uh-huh.
you find this weird crystalline blue glowing rock in the ground.
Rock. Uh-huh. Like, what do you do
Like,
with that? Study it, probably? Run a bunch of tests?
just hoping just hope a paleontologist isn't there because they're gonna lick it.
Ugh, yeah. I mean, honestly, I would too, I can't even lie, I'd lick it. I licked a rock the other day and,
I mean, they're licking it to figure out what it is, but
it
yeah.
it tasted good. I like licking rocks.
Fair enough.
And as a child, I ate so much chalk, like,
Are you sure you don't have pica?
it's so good. It's so people ask me that every time I say that, and I don't know, but I do love the taste of chalk. Like, if somebody put sidewalk chalk in front of me right now, I would eat it.
I think you have pica, dude.
To be honest, I don't really care. I just like the taste of chalk. I mean, I
Fair
don't,
enough.
like, search out chalk to eat, that would be wild, but, like, it's yummy.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I personally not my thing, but
You don't need to eat chalk. I'll eat the chalk for both of us.
oh, how generous.
Thank you. I'm trying to work on my generosity.
Bulkhead looks over to this fresco and sees it. There's a Cybertronian gadget on it.
Oh, yeah.
And before we can figure out what it is, we're back on the Nemesis.
Because why?
And Starscream is like, because who knows?
Why would we not get all of the information at once?
This cliffhanger keeps you watching longer, or whatever.
Yeah, well, something like that, I guess. I don't know.
We go to Starscream, who says, "Unfortunately, the entire crew wants Megatron alive, so here you are."
Like, can you fix him? Or can you tell me you can't fix him, actually? Please don't fix him. I don't want him, but, like, I need you to try to fix him.
Try is in quotation marks, like, try.
Yeah. Tell
I'll give you
everyone
tw-
that he's unfixable.
I'll give you $20 if you tell him he's dead.
Yes.
Knockout then says, "I've done plenty of body work, Starscream, but I'm better at breaking him than fixing him. Why are you a medic then?"
Yeah, like,
Why?
why? I don't know, maybe he just wants to watch people die. Maybe that's why.
Also,
He's probably not a very good medic in that
we
case.
see later that Knockout is a good medic, so I don't know what he's talking about, really.
You know, maybe he's got a little self-image problems, for all that confidence, maybe he's a little insecure.
Insecure about his job. Not the way he looks, just his job.
He knows he's hot, but, like, his job, that's another
Yeah.
story.
This would be easier if my assistant, in parentheses husband, was here.
Yeah. Listen, as soon as he said that, I knew. I knew there was something gay going on. I didn't know what it was, but
Yeah.
I knew it was gay.
I didn't know what it was, but I knew it was gay.
Somebody should put that on a t-shirt.
Absolutely. Starscream then goes, "Where is he? He's supposed to be here too.
Hold for both of you.
Like, we were scouting Energon when you asked us to be here. He'll be back when he's done."
Yeah. Like, let him do his job, and then everything will be fine.
Back to Bulkhead, the gadget is called an Energon Harvester, which
Yeah.
Miko says, "You know what that is? You're smarter than you let on." Ouch.
The backhanded compliments that come out of her mouth,
Dude.
like, I aspire to be her. How does she do that? I think I'm too nice for that.
Do you remember what Breakdown says right after that?
I not entirely. Something like Bulkhead, my old friend. Oh no, I don't remember.
So Miko says, "You're smarter than you let on." And then Breakdown says, "But he's even dumber than he
Oh, I was
looks."
so
How does
wrong.
that
I
even
was
work?
so wrong. I don't know.
How
I
does
mean,
that even work? You're good. But
Bulkhead
also, how does
doesn't
that work? Smarter than you let on,
is
dumber than you
I
look?
don't know. Maybe it's just like net zero. Cause like Bulkhead looks pretty dumb. Like why is his head so tiny compared to his chest and shoulders? That doesn't make any sense.
True.
But also like I don't know, maybe he's just dumb and he's only slightly smarter than
Maybe
Miko,
he's
and
just
that's
dumb.
why he said
To be
that.
fair, smarter than Miko is kind of
That
a
was
low
rude.
bar.
Yeah, it's not that hard
Like,
to do
love
that.
her, she's dumb.
Yeah. I said that the other day about my lizard. It's just, dumber than a rock. But that's
Oh,
okay. We
really?
still love her. We can love her and she can be
Exactly.
stupid at the same time.
Exactly. Okay, then goes breakdown. To which he gets, "Ha, miss me?" Like,
Um,
bro,
no, I don't think he
if your
misses
voice
her.
didn't sound the way it did, that would be
Yeah,
gay.
it would be gay. But he's married.
It's like football guys just going like, "No homo."
Wrestlers, have you ever seen wrestlers interact with each other? Gay as
I
hell.
was on the wrestling team. I have absolutely seen
Oh,
wrestlers interact with each other. Oh my
I forgot you
gosh.
were on the
They are
wrestling
so
team.
weirdly No, you're good, but, like, they're so weirdly gay. Like, they just start faux wrestling in the middle of the day. It's like, "Bro, you're grabbing another dude's waist." Like, I'm just gonna say.
That's pretty gay. Like, it's like, how rugby is for the lesbians. Wrestling
It
is for the
is.
gays.
That's the thing is, like, after Breakdown says, "Miss me?" He says, like rust in my undercarriage. Bulkhead is a very East Coast car, and I appreciate it. Because
He really
you don't really
is.
get
He
rust
really
in your
is.
undercarriage out here unless you're driving through a lot of sand.
Uh-huh.
Because if you're driving through a lot of
Uh-huh.
sand, it can sometimes rust, but like not to the point of like every winter gotta keep checking your
Yeah.
car. Like, has the salt killed me yet?
Why do we even salt things? It doesn't make sense.
Fucking salt.
Terrible for the cars. It's terrible for the environment. Terrible.
So that we can all get to school and work.
I feel like there are other options. I don't know what they are because I'm not that smart, but I feel like there are other options.
I mean, we already plow. If the plowing doesn't fix
Right.
it, we can probably stay
Right.
home. But then people in Erie would never go to
Like,
work during the winter.
real. I was gonna say, like, if our infrastructure wasn't so car-based, I feel like it wouldn't be as big of a problem.
Yeah.
Like, trains can handle a little bit of snow and some ice. But cars, they can't do
No.
that.
There's a post somewhere about, like, did any of the bots know, um, about Earth weather conditions before they came here? Or is it just, like, they get here, it starts there's freezing rain, and the friggin' flyers are like, "What the fuck is this?" Autobots go driving in the rain, it's like, "I'm sliding, what's going on?"
Maybe, maybe that's why they're in Nevada, so they don't have to deal with snow and ice.
No, but now they gotta deal with dust devils
Yeah, that's true. Like, dust is easier, though.
or haboobs.
Is that like a monsoon? Did I remember that correctly?
It's a dust storm, but very close, but,
Oh.
like, haboob.
I remember talking about that, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah,
I
I
think
think you
we were
just like
talking about
saying
it with
that
Abby
word.
because Abby thought it was a hilarious word, which it is.
It is a funny word. Boob.
Miko says, "You know this lunkhead?" It's like, "We have a history." Rachel's like, "And you've got a pet."
That okay.
Yeah.
I uh-huh, he does. What about it? I think I'm getting, like, an X vibes from Breakdown and Bulkhead, like, yeah, like, they're exes.
Yes.
That's funny. That's funny as hell. I feel like I have to
Yes.
watch
Oh
the
my
episode
gosh.
again now with the context.
Dude, imagine, like, this is funny to me. They're like they, like, dated when they were both because they both worked in construction as far as I'm aware,
Uh-huh,
and they're imagine they're dating while they're working construction. They break up. Breakdown goes to Velocitron where, Knockout is because the Transformers kind of, like, took
uh-huh,
over a bunch of planets and whatever. One of them is called
uh-huh.
Velocitron, it's a racing thing. Real corrupt society where
Oh,
everything is decided
great.
by racing. Um,
I was wondering why Knockout
goes to Velocitron and meets
I was wondering
Knockout.
why Knockout chose a muscle car as his form, but if he was on Velocitron, that makes sense.
You wanna know how corrupt and sad this is? Because everything is decided by speed, speed is, like, the most important quality, meaning that bulkier frames, like Breakdown, are seen as, like basically, they're fat shaming. It sucks. But
That is terrible.
but, yeah, it's really it's so adorable because it's like, "Finally, I don't have to be fast." Like, "God damn it, that's adorable."
Their husbands.
Their husbands. So it's this whole thing of we have a history and you have a pet. I'm gonna play catch with it. And then he throws an entire Doric column at a child. And yes, I'm gonna call it a Doric column. If I had to learn the differences between three different types of columns in Greek society, I'm gonna take advantage of that knowledge.
You should. I thought that was funny. Just
It's like slipping the word it's like slipping the word behooved into sentences. If I learned it, I'm gonna use
exactly.
it.
Just the frame of the column just, like, hurtling towards Miko was so funny to me. She was just crouching
Yes.
there, like, "It's not gonna help, babe. You gotta run."
Well, I mean, it's that moment of like, fuck, fuck, fuck. Like adrenaline sometimes makes you so stupid. It's so funny.
It really does. No, I was about to make a comment about how that made sense for you, and I decided that would be rude.
No, it does. I mean, listen, I loved humanities. It's funny because history is
Exactly.
so much more unserious than we give it credit for.
It really is funny. Sometimes I'll be listening to Hamilton, and they're like, you know, "History is watching us, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "These were just some guys who were put in charge of this country. Did they really know what they were
No,
doing?" Like, I feel
no,
like they were
not at
maybe a little
all.
bit more panicked than that.
Well, this thing is like, I don't know. Some of these people might not have even
Funny.
been 18
Right,
by
like,
the time they got to the US by themselves.
wild.
So, like, Imagine me trying to run a country. God.
I that would not go well. I could not run a country.
To get like a team of people like, okay, you know economy stuff, and you know legal stuff, and we're gonna combine this together.
It's like classroom government shit,
Yeah.
except people actually have power and real jobs as opposed to, no power and literally just a meaningless title.
Yeah. School government is weird.
It really is.
When Breakdown throws that column, the spin that he gets is impressive. Like it I don't know if you saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that shit's gotta be heavy, and he just flung it like it was nothing.
Honestly, and like it's just there's so much spin on it. That's gotta hurt
Yeah, like
when it hits Bulkhead.
and
Even like,
he
dude.
doesn't even try and catch it either, he just steps in front of it and lets it crumble against him, like,
Yeah.
absolute wild. Like, it'd be really funny to sit on the
I feel
sidelines
like he could have caught
of
it.
he probably could've. I mean, if he had the time, because he had to, like, run to get to her.
Yeah. Yeah. Bulkhead and Breakdown start Greco-Roman wrestling while in Greece. Very funny.
You're too smart for me.
I'm sorry. I think. I don't know.
It's okay. No, that's not a bad thing. You're saying all these words and I don't know what they mean.
It just means that like it's just a style of wrestling and it's Greco-Roman and they're in Greece. And that's all.
Yay.
Um but then Breakdown chucks Bulkhead at the fresco, just destroys
Yes.
the thing.
I love Breakdown's obsession with throwing
It's
things.
like, oops, I hope that wasn't important.
It was kind of important, buddy. Ancient history,
Yeah.
kinda need that shit.
Kinda need that shit.
Just a little. It's,
I don't know why I find Breakdown being a Jeep funny, but I do.
he's a Jeep. I thought he was like he looked like a military truck to me, but again, maybe I'm just dumb.
Actually, wait, I can check. So from what it looks like he scanned a SWAT van, which is
Yes,
hilarious. Some sort of armored
that's what I
military
thought it
vehicle,
was.
which makes sense. I was just going off of like
Yeah.
the back and forgot what his front looked like.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely see how you saw that.
Poor Bulkhead is like, ugh, I broke the fresco. I suck. Like, you
Dude,
didn't break
it's
it
it's
though.
okay, bulkhead. It wasn't your fault. You were thrown.
It's alright.
You had no control over the situation.
And it's no worries because Miko takes pictures of literally everything.
Exactly. If Miko is there Instagram in this world? If there was Instagram in this world, Miko would just she'd do numbers on Tumblr.
It's her MySpace.
Yes. MySpace. Wild.
Updates on her MySpace, like, here's this ancient Greek fresco.
Hell yeah.
Back at base, Optimus confirms what Bulkhead said. This is indeed an Energon harvester. And as he explains what it does, we see how this might become an issue.
Yeah. Just a small one.
Just a
No.
small one.
It's like, sucking the life force out of you.
Yeah,
Just straight up vampiring,
mechanical
but it's
vampire
a ball.
ball. Raph then
Yes.
says Greek gods knew Autobots? And this theory is fucking hilarious. And I want to talk about it for a hot minute.
Talk about it for as long as you want.
Because, okay, let's think about this.
Uh-huh.
I know you have no idea who Sentinel Prime is, but this guy,
Nope.
just imagine military leader, kind of like Optimus, but less
Got it.
likable.
Right?
Imagine this guy just appears in Olympus, just on top of Mount Olympus, like, hello. Like, what the fuck?
That that I feel like that would not go well.
You're a Greek god sitting there, suddenly walks in a massive fucking robot. Or maybe it's
Yeah,
a tiny
really.
robot compared to them. I don't
I
fucking
feel
know.
like Ares Aries would not
Robot the
appreciate
size of
that.
them. Oh, no. No.
That would get real messy real quick.
These guys are armed. So, he walks in with whatever weapons a Transformer would have, and this just starts a war.
Who would win? Greek gods or Autobots?
Uh, Probably the gods, cause like,
Yeah.
gods and
Uh-huh.
such.
Uh-huh.
But, like, imagine that the Transformers are the reason that, like, the Trojan War happened. That would be fucking hilarious.
That would be so funny.
Like, just to spite the Greek gods who don't want me on their planet, I'm gonna convince this guy to kidnap this random girl. Not random, but like basically.
Uh-huh.
And then start a war.
Yeah. That would be wild.
I think the only person who would be interested in the Autobots and Decepticons would be Hephaestus because
It's
blacksmithing.
Hephaestus. Yes. I can't say his name.
Right.
Hephaestus. Did I do it?
It's okay.
Words are hard. You know this.
Words are hard. Conversely, Primus meeting the Greek gods would be interesting.
That that would be
I don't think
funny.
I want to see that happen because the Greek gods might not exist.
No.
Mm.
Oh.
Optimus then explains, no, the Greek gods did not know Autobots, but the ancients pretended to be gods so that people would make art so that it would conceal messages. That's how I understood,
Mhm.
anyways. Um,
To be honest with you, I had no clue what he was saying. I was just having a good time.
that's fair. I just find this theory hilarious because, again, this giant robot just like whispering down to people, paint a sphere that looks like this.
Yes.
Tell them where it is.
Would that even, I don't know how that would work, but it is funny to think about.
It's just like a laser beak type situation, like a mini con. Like they're speaking through the mini con.
That would be funny.
That is a funny looking bird.
Really is. Just new species of bird dropped.
New species of bird.
Brings a whole new meaning to the birds. The birds are drones.
True. Oh my gosh, it would. Dude, that's so funny. The birds work for the bourgeoisie. No, the birds work for the Decepticons, bitch.
That is funny. Maybe that's where all the Yes. Yes, they do.
Here on the Maccadam's Con Lake, we bring you fresh news. The birds are
Yeah.
working for the Decepticons.
You thought they worked for the government? No.
Who's working for the Autobots? Who
Um,
fucking knows?
wait, if the
No.
Decepticons get the birds, what do the Autobots get?
Uh,
Worms?
fish?
Yeah, they could have fish.
Fish? The fish work for the Autobots.
Hell yeah.
I think the Autobots would enjoy owning a fish
I
tank.
think they would too. I think it'd be like a little pet project for Ratchet. I think B would think they're pretty.
Oh yeah.
Optimus would be like, "Why?" Bulkhead would be like, "Okay, there's some fish."
Bulkhead would stand 10 feet away from it at all times. He's like, I don't want to break it. I don't want to kill the fish.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what he would do.
Meanwhile, Bumblebee is like staring at them. It's like, look at them. Like me at an aquarium, just like,
Pretty.
fish.
Yes. It's like, you know the way how Wally says Eva's name? Like, Eva, like that, but just
Wow.
pretty.
Yeah,
That's how I imagine B.
pretty. Yeah, yeah.
He is Wally.
I think Optimus would appreciate it because he appreciates like all life forms. He is Wally. He is. I feel like Optimus be like he'd love it secretly because like he loves all life forms, but he's not gonna show it. It's like I appreciate you. It's like no one else is in the base. It's like hello, tiny life forms.
I feel like he did when nobody else is there, he just talked to them.
Yes. Oh my god, I'm just imagining him like petting a fish. Just like one finger, just like petting him.
Just I feel like he'd just, like actually, I think B would do this, just, like, stick his finger in there and watch the fish nibble at him.
Oh,
That would
yeah.
be cute.
Gosh. Again,
We're
bulkhead
very
just
off
10 feet
topic.
away. That's fine. Off topic is fun. Like, bulkhead just, like, 10 feet away, like, I like him, but I'm not gonna get near it.
I don't wanna break it, I don't wanna break it. I feel like he'd build something so that he can't break it, like, reinforced, 'cause like construction
Yeah.
worker. I feel like he could make, like, hella reinforced glass or something.
Yeah. Like, there, now I can't mess it up.
Yes.
Bulkhead proof. While they're talking about this, Jack suddenly realizes the problem of an
Yes.
energon harvester. Says, wait a minute, but you all have energon pumping inside you. Yes, indeed we do, Jack.
Yeah.
We could die.
It's imperative that the Decepticons do not get there first. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause, they'll kill you. In a worse way than they were trying to before.
In a worse way than they were trying to before, exactly. Omega says, good job breaking the thing, Bulkhead.
Yeah.
And RC's like, they'll never find it without the painting. Unless they have high-speed internet.
Yeah, they can just look it up.
Craft.
Be fair though, do the Decepticons know what the internet is?
I mean,
I feel like they're kinda clueless about Earth customs.
Soundwave probably knows what the internet is. And that's about it.
Yeah, that's true. Starscream doesn't have time for that. I feel like Starscream having a Tumblr would be hilarious.
Oh my gosh, he would post such random shit. It'd be so funny.
It would be.
Like just random posts of like, I fucking hate my boss. He's a tyrannical idiot and I want him dead. But it's like very literal.
Yes.
While Raph is looking it up, she leans in to look at Raph's computer. And I think that's hilarious. It's like when you try to show something to your parents on like your phone and they have to lean in like, wait, hang on.
I can't see. No, I do that too because I never wear my glasses, so I can't see it like anything. When people try and show me stuff, I'm like,
Oh, I'm not wearing mine right now either.
I hate the way I look in glasses, so I don't wear them. I'm just, half blind. I'm not actually that blind. I just can't see things that are small or far away.
Yeah, I have an issue with text really far away, which was an issue when I was driving and I'd miss my turn, like, all the time.
Yeah, yeah, I typically wear my glasses when I drive because otherwise I just, like, rely solely on my GPS.
Well, even with the GPS, it'd be
Otherwise,
like,
I
"Turn
struggle.
on blank," and I'm like, "What road does that say?" Oh, that's where I was supposed to turn.
Oh, yeah. I just look at the little thing, the little lines to
Yeah.
see, like, how the line is, yeah. And sometimes I still get it wrong.
Raph says, "If you image search Greek god and golden orb, you'll find it in a museum." Goddamn British museum. How dare you.
Yeah, really. Taking everything. Also, I feel like image searching Greek god and golden orb could give you some not child-friendly search results.
Nope. As if there's one
Let's find out.
oh god.
Just,
Alright.
Google. Oh, no, you just come up with Helios,
Let me see what I
'cause
get.
he's the sun god.
I think I got a Hail Mary.
Oh,
Just definitely not what I just looked at.
what does Tumblr give me? Oh,
Also, for some reason, Sailor Moon.
yep, the first thing that Tumblr gave me was, I
Yeah,
don't even know, this
well,
is
that's
a My
Tumblr.
Hero Academia fan fiction. I don't understand how that came up first.
RC is like, is it the real thing? Librarian says yes. Contact Agent Fowler. Except
He's on
Agent Fowler
vacation.
won't answer his fucking
Like,
phone.
do FBI agents as important as Fowler even get vacation time? Like, Does why? Why is he allowed to do that?
I don't even know. Why are you allowed to do that?
You don't have a life. You're not a real person.
You're not a real person. As Ratchet is listening to Fowler's voicemail, he just says, I hate talking to machines.
That I laughed out loud. That was so funny. Like, buddy, you are a machine. You're a sentient machine, but you're still a machine.
I don't know if it really counts as a machine, because a machine generally has like one purpose,
Uh,
one thing to do.
you could be right.
So I think like they're better suited to I think they're better suited to robot than
Yeah.
machine.
Also, like, Ratchet gives, like,
I don't know.
computer science guy, and what computer science guy does not talk to their computer?
Fair. Under my note of like I hate talking to machines, I just wrote me versus AI. Fucking hate AI.
That I hate AI. AI should kill itself.
It's the bane of my existence. I mean, it kind of is, because it's already used up all of the like works that humans have made. It's running out of content, so now AI is using AI to create AI. It is the Ouroboros, and it is going to die, is my hope at least.
That that is stupid. That's really fucking stupid. You know what's wild? You know what's actually the worst thing ever?
Hmm.
I was at work this was, like, a couple months ago, and I complimented someone's tattoos. This, customer is, like, all had a bunch of tattoos, and I was like your tattoos. Those are some really cool designs." And she was like, "Yeah, I just put prompts into AI until I and tweak it until I find something I like." And I immediately was like, "Okay, so
Gross.
you are
Ew.
terrible."
Like, what the fuck?
Pay a fucking artist, pay a tattoo artist to
Hey, a
like, they
fucking
could do such a better
artist.
job.
We could.
It's terrible.
So Optimus then goes, well, if Fowler won't answer, then we're breaking and entering and
Yeah.
stealing.
Great. You
Okay,
know, Bulkhead didn't say, like,
alright.
3 minutes earlier that he wanted Miko to stay out of jail, and now she's gonna break into a museum for them. That's a good
Hooray!
plan.
Bumblebee is so ready to do some illegal shit, and it is
He really
really funny.
is. He's like, "Alright, let's go. I'm down."
I'd like I would like to mention a descriptor of Bumblebee that I was sent from Tumblr. The East Coast Envy says Bumblebee is, quote, a loser dude in college with dumb jokes. And I think that fits this moment perfectly.
It really does. That's exactly who he is.
A loser dude in college with dumb jokes.
I feel like yeah.
Who's
Uh-huh.
apparently ready to go break in, to go
I
trespass.
mean, what college kid isn't?
True, I'd be so down to trespass.
Especially the dumb ones. Oh, yeah. I'd love to do some casual trespassing. Not, like, anywhere important or anything, just, like, you
Yeah.
know, hang out somewhere.
Like places you're not supposed to be, like abandoned warehouses.
Yeah. Or, like yeah. Yeah.
To which Raph says, that sounds illegal. Indeed it does, Raph. Indeed it does.
No shit, Raph. It's he literally said breaking and entering,
Right.
that's illegal.
Optimus is like, I don't want to break the law, but I also don't want all of us to die.
Right.
So
Breaking the law is a
this
better
must be done.
choice.
Breaking the law
It
is a better
must.
choice. And we must do this covertly. To which Jack says, covertly and giant robots don't really go together. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that's not gonna work very well.
Most of Team Prime is not really built for covert.
No. The closest you'll get to stealth is RC, and that's just because she's the smallest.
Right. And while Jack is explaining this, Raph is just nodding in the background, like, yeah, what he said. Very nice.
Right?
Uh, well, Jack is basically saying, you can't just walk into a museum. For your information, Jack, in Transformers Gen 1, A transformer just waltzed into a museum with a person without a worry and without a care in the world.
Yay.
That's how the Dinobots got existed? What the fuck?
What the fuck is a Dinobot?
Do you not know what a Dinobot is?
No,
Hang on.
I've never heard of that.
Alright,
It's an
hold on.
Autobot whose alternate form is a dinosaur?
Yes!
Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes!
I wanna be a Dinobot.
You do realize that your character in our cover art for this podcast is a Dinobot. You had me design it as a Velociraptor.
What?
Yeah!
Did I really? I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
And then also these are their,
Stupid?
no, these are their, robot forms. There they are. The
I wanna be a
Dinobots.
Dinobot.
You are a Dinobot.
I just wanna be a dinosaur. I wanna be a real Dinobot.
I wanna
Do I look like a real
be a real
boy, papa?
boy!
I think it'd be fun to be a dinosaur.
It would be fun. While they're arguing about this, Miko pops in and says, "Don't even worry about it. We're tiny, and also not a government secret, so we can get in." I don't think this is a
Yes.
good idea.
It's really not a good idea. A really, really bad idea.
And Bulkhead voices his opinion on this. He doesn't think this
He
is
is,
like he's trying to be the responsible guardian,
right?
but Optimus doesn't have that many options. So we're
It's
gonna
like,
do
"Don't
it.
worry, we'll protect you."
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're pretty sure the Decepticons already know.
of
Back on
course.
the Nemesis, yeah,
Of
Breakdown has
course.
already snitched to Soundwave.
I feel like Soundwave should be I don't this is a totally incomplete thought, but I feel like Soundwave should be, like, Breakdown and Knockout's adopted not child, because he's not a child, but, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like their third wheel?
Yeah, yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'm not words are escaping me. I am sleepy.
You mean like a parental thing, a child thing,
Yes,
a friend thing?
all of those. I don't know. I don't know. I give up.
Oh, do you mean like the dynamic that like seniors adopting
Yes.
younger like
Yes.
underclassmen? Yes,
Yes.
that.
That
Yes. That
trend.
makes sense. Dude, Knockout and Breakdown are the epitome of gay jock bullies. Or at least,
Yes.
the jock for Breakdown, but like gay bullies.
That is exactly what they are, and I think it's funny.
And once they've confirmed that the Decepticons have confirmed that this is an Energon harvester, Starscream's, "Oh well, too bad. Megatron's well-being will have to wait." So terrible.
Not like I'm abandoning him to go get this magic space ball or whatever.
So concerned.
I wouldn't do that. I'm a good person.
No, never.
It just makes me think of the song Bitch Boy.
He then
No, it fits so well for Starscream. Hold on, I gotta send this song to you. You don't have to listen to it right now, but
Dude, I'm adding that to the Starscream playlist because again, I'm making Transformers playlist. If you have ideas at any point, please send them to me because like these are getting
I forgot
funny.
you were doing that.
They're so funny. Starscream then says, "It's harvest time." And the only thing I could think of is the next frame just being all of the Decepticons picking tomatoes,
Yes.
and I don't know why,
I
but
immediately
it's
thought
funny.
of wheat. I thought of them all with scythes.
I'm tired of this Starscream. That's too damn bad.
Yes.
You keep harvesting. All right, back with the Autobots. A semi-truck, a motorcycle, a muscle car, and a bulky SUV show up together in a museum parking lot after closing. This is not suspicious at all.
Not at all.
When Optimus says to confirm your positions, RC says westward ho. RC is a pirate, and I love it.
Maybe she is. Honestly, somebody should draw her as a pirate. I think that would be awesome. Oh my god, people have drawn Arcee as a pirate.
Oh my gosh, they have. That's so funny.
It really is.
I like it. It's fun. More people should draw RC as a pirate.
Everybody should draw Arcee as a pirate.
There.
Oh, Tumblr was the wrong place to go.
Tumblr is, yes, usually the wrong place to go for Transformers fan art. You don't, that's not what you're gonna want there.
I'm nope, I'm going to Pinterest
Yep,
instead.
yep, yep. Coming out of the ground bridge, the kids are on an electric scissor lift, which is funny because that's what my school used in tech when we didn't feel like using the OSHA violating scaffolding.
Still had a fucking lift?
One electric scissor lift that we rented every once in a while. We didn't own it. We don't have the money for that.
We just had a 30-foot ladder.
I'd take the 30-foot ladder over this rickety scaffolding that we had. It wobbled every time you moved. Held together by like pins.
Sounds terrifying, actually.
Dude, it's literally, you know that yellow scaffolding that kind of looks like a shelf?
Yes.
That,
Yeah. Ugh.
but
That
like 20 years old.
that is
This
scary.
shit, but 20 years old.
That is terrifying.
But anyways, before they go through the ground bridge, Ratchet says you don't have to worry about the alarms, but avoid security guards. No, really? I was gonna run up to them and ask them how to get the thing down.
Right? Who wouldn't wanna have a chat with security guards? They're probably nice.
Not this one, but we'll get to that. I am so pissed with the security guard, but
No.
like,
The way he grabbed her, oh my god.
there are so many illegal things about this, but we will definitely get to that. My gosh. Whenever when Jack drove that thing forward, those things cannot go that fast. I looked it up. The maximum
No, they cannot.
the maximum speed for those things is 0.45 miles per hour. If you use kilometers for some reason, that's 0.72 kilometers per hour.
That's not very fast. That's
No,
that's really slow.
I can walk faster than that. I
Yeah.
can walk faster than
I
that.
think everybody and their mother can walk faster than that.
For the most part.
Unless they can't walk.
Yeah. Like, I don't know kilometers. I was conditioned to use the freedom units.
The way you said that just made me think of Peridot from Steven Universe, and I don't know why.
No, that's fair. We look at the room that we're in, and this museum room has a
Uh-huh.
dinosaur, an Easter Island
Uh,
statue, and a Greek
yeah.
god statue, all in the same
That
place.
doesn't make
Who's the museum curator? Can we have a
I
chat,
I don't think they had
please?
a brain. Like, why? Even the museum in Ninjago is better organized than that.
Literally. Oh my gosh, a Lego show is better at museum organizing than you guys.
How pathetic for you.
How pathetic. As soon as they see the golden orb, Miko says, Oppa! Of course, Miko would know, like, the one Greek word.
I didn't know that word, so great for her. I was like, "What did she just say?"
It's just like a celebration, like,
Yeah. I
hooray.
understood the context and the meaning. I just didn't know the word.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I think Miko knows swear words in like 50 languages.
She probably does. She probably looked them up for fun.
Oh, yeah.
She's one of those.
Miko's plan for the security camera is actually decently, like, pretty smart. She takes a picture of whatever the camera sees
It is. I was
and
wondering,
just puts it over the security camera. Like, okay.
I don't know if that would work in real life, but it's pretty cool.
I mean, it wouldn't work now because no one owns a flip phone anymore, so you wouldn't be able to balance it, but
Right.
same difference.
Yeah.
And then the fucking funniest moment of this entire episode, Knockout hitting on Optimus Prime.
Yes. Uh,
Ah,
it's so good. It's so good.
it's
Uh,
so funny.
like Knockout, I aspire to be like Knockout. He's so cunty. He's hot. Like he's got the
Hands down.
confidence.
First of all, Knockout wolf whistles right out the gate
Hmm.
and then says, "Sweet rims, 24 gauge. You're real heavy duty, just like my friend here." And I can't. It's so funny.
It's hilarious. It's cute. It's amazing. It's just incredible all around. And
It's
stars.
so
No
funny
notes.
because Optimus is just sitting there, essentially being told nice
Just
ass.
like
And like, what the fuck?
right? Get this gay boy off my ass.
Stop talking about my ass. I'm here to work.
Like the I don't you probably don't know anything about Supernatural, but it's like the one Cass get out of my ass scene.
Dude,
That's
Optimus
funny.
going to like HR, like,
Yes.
dude, get this man away from me. I'm being sexually harassed. After he says, just like my friend here comes Breakdown casually shooting a missile in a museum parking lot.
I mean, who doesn't like missiles? Missiles at the museum. That sounds like a fucking what's it called? Shoot, I can't.
Night at the museum thing.
No, no, the treehouse. The Magic Treehouse. It sounds like one of the Magic Treehouse book titles.
Oh, it sounds like a Magic Treehouse book. Missiles in the museum.
Jack is just like, how do we get this thing down?
Jack, what the fuck is happening now? I don't know. But Optimus, stops the missile, but he, accidentally defaces museum property, breaking the glass. Yeah.
Just a little bit. Also, him catching the missile, why was that kind of hot? Like, Optimus is not my type, but like, bro just caught a missile.
I think you just like strong people.
Yeah, I do. I like big beefy men. I was gonna say I have two types. It's either big beefy man or twink, and there's no in between.
So, Cole or Jay.
Yeah. Although Jay's a little bit too stupid for me.
No, that's so fair. Dude, even Nia sometimes is like, no, I swear, I like him. We look back at the kids, and for some reason, Raph is standing on the statue.
Yeah, how do you get up there? Like, he's got little legs.
Like,
Maybe
why?
Jack put him up there. Like, if he falls off, he'll he'll break. Like, he'll shatter.
He'll break. No, honestly, like, why would you? That's a bad idea.
It is a bad idea.
And while Optimus is looking at the kids to make sure that they're okay, here comes Knockout with a fucking cattle prod to the neck.
I love his weapon. I love it so much. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I think it's hot as hell. Just like Knockout. Like,
That's
it is,
fair.
though. Like,
Also, like, cattle prod to the neck? Fucking
that would
ow.
hurt.
Dude.
Yeah,
If
like,
not, stop your heart completely.
I don't think any person could take that.
No. Optimus then falls down because, ow. To which Knockout jumps on top of his back and sticks a cattle prod back on his neck. Like, dude, he's down.
Like,
Leave him be. You got
leave him
him.
alone. He's
Leave him
dead,
alone.
buddy.
The voices! Leave me alone.
A voice has.
Okay, listen. I don't know if this is what this is, but Knockout using his headlights kind of just looks like he's flashing Breakdown. I don't
That's
think that's what they intended, but that's what it looks like.
that's exactly what that is. That's exactly what he did. They're literally on his
Oh,
chest too, like, right where they're his tits. His headlights are his
right
tits, and he's
there.
just
They're
flashing
right
them.
there. Literally.
Hilarious.
God. And I guess Breakdown is about to run over Optimus or something? I don't know what he was planning on doing.
Right? Like, I don't know either. That was funny.
But
This whole time while they're fighting, I'm like, Bulkhead, they need
okay,
you."
they need you. Because B and RC try to come help, but they both get shot with a missile.
They're yeah, they're just too small. It's like knock or Breakdown is large. He's a big
He's
guy. You need
large.
Bulkhead.
You need Bulkhead. For some reason, Bumblebee and RC getting hit, but while B is a bot and RC is still a motorcycle was funny to me, and I don't know why.
No, it was hilarious.
Bulkhead then jumps off of the roof.
Yes.
Bulkhead jumps off of the roof.
As
How
he
did he
should.
how did he get on the roof and then starts running a breakdown?
You know, I don't know. Maybe he likes roofs, but he's Batman. Bulkhead is
Maybe he likes
Batman. I'm
roofs.
Batman.
Bulkhead is Batman.
Oh god. Oh.
Does that make Miko Robin?
Yes. Yes, it does. I've not seen a single Batman movie. I haven't read any of the comics. I don't know shit about Batman.
But Bulkhead is Batman.
But Bulkhead is Batman, yes.
Bulkhead, however, gets punched and flies back so far that he hits Knockout, and they both hit the building, which sets off the alarms, shockingly,
Uh,
and knocks Miko's phone out of the way of the security camera.
Correct.
Now, I'm going to refer to the security guard as Larry Daly because night at the museum and he doesn't have a name. So I'm going to call him Larry.
Deal. Right?
Larry notices the phone trick. Uh Back with the kids, for some reason they have Raph pushing the orb off. Why would you have Raph do that?
You know, he's the weakest one. That doesn't make
I
any
love him, but
sense.
he's
Right.
tiny.
Like giant metal,
Doesn't.
giant gold orb. Like that shit's gonna be heavy as hell.
Heavy as fuck. Don't do that to that kid.
Exactly.
As they're doing this, Knockout sees Optimus trying to get up and jumps to shock him again. But Optimus just backhands him, like, no, get the fuck out of the way.
Yes. I imagine like him like just kind of coming out of the unconsciousness because like bro's out. Like get shocked that much. You're down. He's just like swatting at a fly.
You're down.
Like, no, get out of my face.
Ugh, go
Let me
away.
sleep.
Let me sleep. I'm tired. I understand that the kids would want to have someone run ahead of the scissor lift to make sure everything is safe. But why Miko?
You know, I didn't understand why they had her run ahead at all. I thought that was dumb. Like you're gonna be safer in the scissor lift. And if there is somebody up there, like what are you gonna do? You can't go
But
back.
right. She opens a random door to find Larry.
Yay,
I
Larry.
hate Larry. I fucking
Yeah,
hate
Larry
Larry.
sucks.
She says, "What's up?" in the most unconfident voice I have ever heard.
He grabs her.
And the thing that Larry does next,
Why does he grab her like that?
the thing that Larry does next,
Like,
grabs her and forces her into the freaking room that he was sitting in. He has
yeah,
no legal right to do that. He is a museum security guard.
no.
He is not a police officer. He is not tied to a school. He works for a museum.
Just
You
manhandled a
cannot
child,
just detain
right?
an
Like,
unaccompanied minor. You cannot detain an
that is
unaccompanied
not a
minor.
good
That's
thing. You shouldn't do that.
no. God, and it gets worse later, so we'll get to that. But God,
It really does.
the kids see legs outside of the museum, and they think it's RC. Yeah, no, that's not RC, buddy.
Oh, I literally said out loud, "That's not RC."
Yeah.
Like, that's not what her legs look like.
No. Soundwave then takes the harvester, and when he transforms, he holds it with a little claw in his jet mode. I like it. It's very funny.
No,
Uh,
I thought that was cute.
Knockout and Breakdown both do backflips to transform. They're so dramatic
They
together.
really
It's
are.
so adorable.
I thought it was hot. Like, yeah, backflip into your transformation. That's hot.
Why not? You know?
Might as well.
The kids come out and they say, the cons have the harvester and security has Miko. Bulkhead is ready to go in guns blazing, but Optimus has to stop him. Like, she might be detained, but she is safe from harm. That doesn't stop this from being an illegal situation, Optimus.
Yeah, like, you gotta get her out of there, buddy.
And back with Larry, he is now questioning an unaccompanied minor alone in a room.
Yeah, with no witnesses, no camera, supposedly.
No witnesses, no camera evidence of anything.
Anything could happen. That's not a good thing,
I'm about to come and smack you upside the head.
right?
Get some sense into you.
Like, what are you doing, buddy? I'd be doing that shit.
Miko then lies straight through her teeth about her
Yeah,
history report, but then gets called on her
yeah.
bluff. Like, well, shit, now I have to pretend like I know what I'm doing.
He's not very good at that. Like, not to be rude or anything.
I don't think it's rude. Back at base, everyone is getting sent all over the place to figure out where Starscream is going to be. And Bulkhead is ordered to stay at base. He's like, so I can break out Miko? No, so you can help Ratchet. And Bulkhead cannot believe this shit. He literally just stares at Optimus and he leaves like, what the fuck? You mean I have to wait for Fowler?
He does not want to help Ratchet.
No. Bulkhead is so pissed because Fowler's just,
More accurately, he does not want to leave Miko
no.
alone.
Nor should he because fucking
I
Larry.
hate Larry.
Ah! Larry's
Larry
doing
is just
illegal
as bad
shit.
as Craig.
Fuck you, Larry.
Actually, Larry's worse than Craig.
Larry's worse than Craig. So much worse. Fuck you, Larry. Ah! Bulkhead is very pissed off because Fowler is most likely on vacation, so he just smashes Ratchet's tool out of frustration.
Huh?
And we get another incident of Bulkhead, I needed that!
I love that. I just love that. Incredible dynamic.
It's so good. And Bulkhead says, we can get Miko out if we just return the harvester to the museum.
Right?
To which Ratchet says, so the Decepticons can just steal it again?
Ratchet is asking the important questions.
The pause that Bulkhead has is so much funnier than him saying how dumb he is. The
Yes.
pause.
He's just like, oh shit. I didn't think about that.
So good. And he just yells, I am so dumb. No, no, buddy, it's okay.
He's me-coded. No, he's so me-coded though. Like, yeah, I
Oh my
get it.
god.
I've been there.
Dude, me trying to do some of my school assignments and I realize I've read all of the instructions wrong.
Me trying to do anything ever.
Dude. So it's like, so what is the plan? Rash is like, we're gonna return this replica to the museum. It says, the construction of which would be going a whole lot faster if Bulkhead hadn't just mangled my frame welder.
Right? Like,
Don't you have a welder in your hand?
yeah.
Like, your hand transforms into a
I don't know what
welder.
his logic was.
I'm no welding expert. One of my friends who goes to school for welding does listen to this. So, hey, you know who you are. If you hear this, is there a reason why he can't use his hand welder? Is there a reason?
Does he need the frame welder? Is it like different? How does that work?
Is it different? Tell us. Tell us, please. I want to know.
We need to know.
The world needs to know.
The world may never know.
The world may never know. But Jack is just like trespassing, theft, forgery. Our list of crimes is growing.
Yeah. Why not do some more?
Why not do some more?
Racing, you know.
That will come up later, funnily enough. They do street
Yay.
race at some point. Um,
As they should.
I'll give you 2 guesses who does it.
Bulkhead or Bumblebee?
It is Bumblebee, but it's not with Miko.
Oh. Is he street race with the Wrath?
Wait, why did I say? No, it's not with Raph either.
He's street racing with.
Street racing with Jack. Jack is the one inside Bumblebee.
Hi. Oh, that seems like such a bad idea.
Oh, you'll find out the context, trust me.
All right, I will wait patiently.
Bulkhead finally realizes, wait a minute, we also found Energon in Greece. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? Starscream isn't dumb. He's gonna take the easy way out every single time.
Me for real.
And when we get to Starscream, he makes a decent point. Why move mountains right now? There's a ton of Energon right here that I can collect. Fair enough.
Exactly.
He then refers to the harvester as a gift from ancient Autobots. And Knockout tries to correct him by saying, actually, it was a gift from Breakdown and I. And Starscream just whips around with the harvester, points straight at them. They're fucking terrified.
Like, say that again,
Despair.
bitch.
Say that again, bitch.
Listen,
And then Starscream, yet again, murders a guy on
as
screen.
he should. Murders one of his own guys on screen.
Yep.
He's not a very good leader.
No, not at all. And then Knockout, after this happens, immediately corrects himself, saying those ancient Autobots really knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And Starscream points it at them once again, just for threatening purposes. And they have a synchronized flinch, which is just really sad, but really adorable.
It is really sad. It is really adorable.
While Starscream starts harvesting the Energon, from the ground and not his own soldiers like a fucking vampire, Bulkhead is sneaking around the back. Or at least, he's sneaking to the best of his
Yeah,
ability.
he's not a very good sneaker.
No.
Not what he's
Because,
built for.
no, he's not really built for it. Because he steps on a piece of pottery and immediately gets caught.
Yeah. I don't know how he thought that was gonna work.
Who fucking knows? I've referred to Knockout and Breakdown as the power couple of the century because, dude, it's so funny.
They are. They are the power couple of the century.
Because Knockout's coming around one side with the cattle prod, Breakdown's coming around the other with a hammer. So Bulkhead just decides to duck, which causes Breakdown to absolutely deck his husband.
Yeah, that was funny. When that happened, I was like, have they ever fought together ever? Like,
I wonder
just
if,
gonna let that happen like that?
they've done that before and no one had the wherewithal to duck before?
Maybe that sounds more accurate than, anything else I can think of.
Yeah. Like they were just fighting idiots this whole time.
Uh,
Not idiots, but like,
Kinda idiots.
kinda.
Because they clearly lost the fight if Knockout and Breakdown are still there.
True. Bulkhead then sticks the cattle prod into Breakdown and just leaves it there.
Yeah,
Like, dude, what the fuck?
that's violent. Thought this was a kid show.
Thought this was a kid's show. This is approved for 7-year-olds.
That's, a great decision, I think.
Really good decision. But then Starscream starts draining Bulkhead's energon, and he says, quote, "You're a big one. This could take a while." I don't know why that's icky, but it's icky. I don't like it.
It's very icky.
Ick. Bulkhead, after absolutely falling down, because, his blood is being stolen, just gets up
Uh,
and starts walking towards Starscream, who screeches, "What are you doing?"
Starscream, Starscream is losing his shit. He's like,
God.
this isn't supposed to happen. What the
What
fuck?
the fuck? This is not how this works. You're supposed to die.
Why aren't you dying? I command you to die.
Why don't you die? I order you to die. But when he asks, what are you doing? It's like, what I do best. Breaking stuff. Grabs the harvester, punches Starscream in the face, crushes the harvester, and then chucks it into the sky.
As
I
he
felt bad
should.
for Starscream's neck when he got punched, honestly.
Yeah, that looked for a minute, I thought that was the harvester, and when I realized that was his face, I was like, "Oh, shit."
The harvester then explodes in the sky,
Real.
and Bulkhead faints.
As he should.
And here's another weird line. Knockout says he's a glutton for
I
punishment.
did that sound oddly kinky.
Okay. He literally, no, literally, like, what the
A
fuck?
little weird, it's a little weird, but okay.
Polycule with knockout, breakdown, and bulkhead.
Oh, that'd be so toxic.
I mean, not necessarily.
I feel like
Their personalities aren't
I feel like that would be
necessarily like
interesting.
completely the worst. It would be really funny though if like instead of breaking up, Bulkhead and Breakdown just added knockout.
That would be really funny. Or like when Knockout went to Volt Velocitron or whatever,
Velocitron. Yeah.
they were like, "All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna have an open relationship while they're separated." And Bulkhead and
Yeah.
Wheeljack got together, and Breakdown and Knockout got together.
I've never really hopped on the Bulkhead Wheeljack train, but like I see the idea. I see the idea.
I I like it and I don't like it at the same time. Like, because on one hand I'm like, yeah, they're like bros, and on the other hand I'm like, haha, they're gay.
Yeah. That's fair. The rest of Team Prime finally shows up, to which Breakdown and Knockout have a very insightful conversation. Fight, drive, and then they just drive away.
Yes,
Starscream angrily flies away once again because he's incapable of doing anything not angrily.
exactly.
And Bulkhead is okay,
Yeah,
or at least alive.
yeah, he's kind of okay. He needs a couple days.
He needs. I need a minute. Just give me a protein bar and like 10
Yes,
minutes. I'll be okay.
poor guy needs a cookie.
Back with Miko and the criminal Larry.
Fuck Larry.
Miko is explaining the concept of Deus Ex Machina, which is amazing. And I love humanities, so this is one of my favorite things. Deus Ex Machina. Everything's going to shit, and then one guy shows up out of nowhere and fixes everything.
Yeah,
Hooray. Yeah, can't stand this Larry. He says that the police are coming. I don't know why you need to get the police involved with this. You have no evidence.
like just call the girl's parents.
But then we hear banging on the door.
Yay!
And it's Fowler. Fowler's here to help for once.
He's not fucking things up. That's a surprise.
Hooray. This begs the question of, since it was returned to museum property, did Miko just have to constantly distract the guard because she can see the camera and the thing being put back? She's like, please don't look behind you, please don't look behind you, please don't look behind you.
I I think that's exactly what was happening.
Love it. Fowler is saying, she comes with me.
Uh,
And he is carrying all of the anger that I did with this situation. I can hear the anger in his voice. And honestly, he could have gotten Larry in so much more trouble.
he really should have. Like,
He should
bro,
have.
bro was doing some not okay things.
This is not okay. Once they get outside, Miko double checks with Fowler that she can leave, which is really funny.
That was really
And
funny.
just books it to Bulkhead. Just books it to Bulkhead. And she's so proud of herself for actually like knowing all this stuff. And I was just like, yes, yes,
Yeah,
Miko, you go, girl, let's go.
you're not actually that dumb. Yippee.
Hooray!
Bulkhead, like, he's got to be
We
unwell
get
too. So that whole scene was funny to me because, like, He just got, like,
Yeah.
his life energy sucked out of him. That shit leaves a mark, and he's just like, "Yes, I have to go pick up my child now."
It's like, dude, go get some Energon, take a
Yeah,
break. Go lie down.
little nappy.
We get a little parallel. He says, looks like you're smarter than you let on. Under pressure. Me too. No, honestly,
Yeah,
me too.
same.
Under pressure, suddenly, I'm smart.
As we discovered for me
Sometimes it's the opposite. Under pressure, it's like, fuck.
as we discovered for me with my story earlier, I do surprisingly well in crisis
Oh my
situations.
gosh. Hooray.
Hey.
Miko then says as they're driving away, I'm going to write about ancient Autobots interacting with ancient civilizations. And Bulkhead says, I'm not sure that will get you into college, Miko.
Like, for a
I
history
mean,
report? No. Creative writing,
yeah.
yes. History, no.
I mean, there are worse essays to give to colleges.
That is true.
Right. And that marks the end of the episode.
B.
Any ending thoughts?
Knockout is hot.
Fair enough.
And I love him. That's it. That's all
That's
my brain
fair.
has left.
Alright, I really like this episode, but I also just really like Knockout and Breakdown, so,
Yeah, they're funny.
same difference. They are. You've got Gay Lunkhead and
Yes.
Gay Diva. Alright, well, I guess we'll leave it there. Thank you for joining us in the Maccadam's Comlink. You can find us here on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We have an Instagram. I need to update it, but we do have one.
Have an Instagram? I knew that. I follow us on Instagram.
Feel free to check those out. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.